Hi there. What we have here is a Kodak VR35 K14 Medalist camera. And this is one of these relics from the 1980s Kodak produced to get into 30 or re-enter 35 millimeter photography at the time. The camera was actually manufactured by Kodak's joint venture subsidiary called Chinon. Surprisingly, had a very good 4-element all-glass lens, 3-zone autofocus system. The K14 was the upscale model, which included a date back and an ability to defeat the flash. Took really good pictures. I came across one of these in a local thrift store recently and took a chance for all of $7 and purchased it. The camera uses this unusual K323 lithium battery, which was rated at the time for some sort of amazing 12-year or 10-year shelf life. When I took the camera out of the bag and attempted to use it, opened it up, nothing happened. I happen to have a spare one of these batteries, so I replaced it, and still nothing happened. So here's the big secret. If you know, and if you have a test device to test the strength of your battery, and your battery's good, the only way to really test it is to load a roll of film into it. And that's what made this a particularly interesting experience. I did, in fact, have an old roll of film that I don't really care what becomes of it. So I put it in the camera, loaded it in, powered right up, and I'm now going to shoot a brief flash exposure. You'll hear the camera when it fires the shutter after this timer shut down. It's not the quietest camera in the world, but it's working. The autofocus and the film advance, which is mechanical, automatic, all work fine. And so it can be a good deal. Now, you're not going to have a lot of success coming across one of these camera batteries, the 323 battery. Someone still makes them somewhere. They're not cheap. But if you can find a regular 9-volt alkaline or lithium ion battery, there are additional contacts in the battery compartment that align with those traditional 2 contacts, as well as the unusual side contacts for this battery. A 9-volt battery will work in this camera. That's the good news. The bad news is it won't last nearly as long as if you were to run across one of these. So if you're looking to play with film cameras, retro cameras, 35 millimeter, the Kodak VR35 K14 or its slightly less sophisticated K12 model can be fun to play with. On the back, do not bother finding a battery for the date back. The date back, which is pretty easy to set, it uses a standard 3-volt 2025 battery. It only goes up to about 2025. No, let's try that again. It doesn't even go up that far. It conks out someplace around the year 2005. So it's really useless if you want to imprint the date on your film negatives. So I hope this is interesting or helpful or enlightening if you happen to run across one of these things. But you can't really test it unless you're willing to sacrifice an old roll of film once you put a battery in and see if it works. Good luck and happy hunting.